October 18th, 2019, astronauts Jessica Meir and Christina Cook making history when they stepped outside the International Space Station and completed repairs and other tasks in the first all-female spacewalk. As we celebrate Women's History Month, ABC 10 News anchor Jim Patton caught up with Jessica, who also happens to be a PhD graduate of Scripps Institution of Oceanography here in San Diego. Now a seasoned astronaut, she could become, in the not-too-distant future, the first woman to walk on the moon.
You know, to be honest, sometimes it still feels quite surreal to have that kind of flip when you've always pictured these astronauts in these NASA flight suits, and that was, you know, the iconic image of me of what I wanted to be when I grew up. And suddenly I'm on the flip side of that.
I caught up with astronaut Jessica Meir through our respective home studios in this day of COVID. Mine in San Diego, hers in Houston. The PhD graduate of the Scripps Institution of Oceanography made history last October as part of the first all-female spacewalk. And she's now among 18 astronauts selected for the Artemis missions to the moon, with a chance at becoming the first woman to walk on its surface. Does that come with some weight?
It's just so interesting for us to feel like it may or may not be me, it may or may not be us as individuals, but the fact that we even know the person, it's a colleague or even a close friend that will be that person, it is just such an incredibly exciting time to be part of that team.
Like many astronauts, Jessica has a humble attitude about her own accomplishments with a grand admiration for team, acknowledging that space travel doesn't happen unless everyone does their part. So when the world took note of her role in the first all-female spacewalk with fellow astronaut Christina Cook, she was appreciative, but shall we say, down to earth about it.
We do spacewalks when things break or have to be replaced on the outside of the space station.
It was just a normal thing for us to have two women up there doing the job. We had been held to the same training standard as all the men in our class, and it just seemed natural. But that really wasn't because of our work. That was because of all of this work that these generations of women and other minorities before us put in really breaking all of those barriers and breaking those glass ceilings to enable us to be where we were today.
Most recently, Meir says she's been working as an assistant to the chief astronaut for all things SpaceX, making sure the next crew is ready to go. She's also been doing remote visiting with students and children, letting them know they too, if it's their dream, should work hard and be ready to go.
Just know that this is, for us, so meaningful to see that maybe we can serve as some kind of mentor, some kind of inspiration for kids growing up now, and for them to realize that anybody with a dream, really, it can happen. It happened for me, and it can happen for them as well.
Jim Patton, ABC 10 News.
Now, along with a chance to go to the moon, Jessica says when a mission is designed for Mars to go and come back safely, she would be happy to be part of it.